Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Joshua and this is Rooftop. In today's workshop, we're going to be doing another acrylic painting. Now, for those of you who have missed out on the first one, let me show it to you. So, this is what we had painted in our 11 o'clock workshop in the morning. So, in case you missed out on that one, you can go back and have a look at it. And for those of you who are here now, let us begin. Okay, so I have a sheet of paper here. Let me just lift this up so you can see it. Okay, so now what we'll be painting is a lighthouse. So I will start off. Yeah, so I'll start off by drawing with my pencil. So from here, it seems a bit bright. Yeah, okay. So from here up until I think this side, we can draw a line like that. And then we'll have our lighthouse. And this will be the tip of a lighthouse. It'll come down this way. So I'll take my paper. Instead of straight, I'll go slightly at an angle. So this is just to get the center of, the lighthouse. Okay. Now from here to here, you can have the base of the lighthouse. Like that, and the same length I'll take it to the left side. Like this. And then, say about this area here, we can have the first floor, you could say. I'm not sure if there's a term for this part, but let's just call it the first floor. And then now this curve that we have here, right? The same type I'm going to make at the top as well. And the same thing here, about this big, and we can bring this part down. This I can make it more straight. Same thing with this area here. We'll have this there. And then the very top of the lighthouse. This can be a bit wider, I think. Like that. Oh, hello Neha. Were you there for the entirety of the morning workshop? So here I'll draw like a UFO kind of shape, and then from this side I will bring it down, and then the same thing here. So this paper is A5. I'm working on a smaller size so that I can fit in the time frame of the workshop. Otherwise you can use A4 also if you would like. Okay, like this. I think this I can take it a little higher. That's a bit too low. And then this side here should work about like that. Now I can just go back and try to align them properly. Same thing here. Yes, but can't work. It's too early for me actually. Oh, that's okay. You can do it whenever you like. Over here as well. And then straight down. There you go. Look at how off these lines were. It's curving inwards. Morning session at 12 only. Okay, I'll have to see into that. But we can try making adjustments. Is 11 o'clock too early? Is 11 too early for you? Oh, so are you not too early, but I mean, okay, sure, I can, let me see what I can do. So I'll just place this reference here of, what I'm painting, what I'm going to paint, so that you can understand also how I'm going about it. I can't guarantee the time change, but if at all it is possible, I will do so. So are you in India itself right now, or are you abroad somewhere? This one is too much to the left, so I can just make this a bit smaller. Okay, mornings are a bit busy. Okay, no worries. That's understandable. But even say if you're not possible to paint at the very same time, you can always come back to the live later on. It's there in our channel itself. You can always come back and have a look at it. Well, yes, you won't be able to ask any questions or interact, but you can still go through it, and I try to explain it as detailed as possible. and try to tell you things that you may ask, not just you, but whoever it may be. Interactive is fun. Thank you. I'm glad you're having fun. Yeah. So then I'm making the lighthouse. And this part also. Lives interactive and fun. That is true. And I'm glad you're having fun as well. I can't deny the interactive part. But in that sense, you can... Okay, let me see. I'll see what I can do. Did I have this one ready? Yeah, not bad. And I can erase. What? Look at the state of my eraser. Okay, and then down here I'll draw a doe. Just like this. Okay. Is there anything else we need to do? Over here. We'll just add this platform here. Okay. I'm very picky when it comes to these small details in my paintings. Yeah, and now we can start with the painting. Okay, so now when we start the painting, right, I'm using my morning palette only. You know what? Let's see if we can peel this away. Oh, look at that. So this is one reason why I like leaving my paint as it is, or at least letting it collect, so that once it's thick enough I can just peel all of this out. See, it becomes like a rubber like texture. So if your acrylic paint, after it's dried up, you can peel it off like this. That means it's good quality, or it's a good enough quality. There are many other aspects also to, like good quality paints and stuff, but it's like one of the most basic things of acrylic paints. Anyways, I'm not gonna go for all of this. I don't want to take too much time also. So I will start off with the green color. I will take my brush, take this yellow that I had since the morning workshop. This blue is dry. Okay, I can take another blue. So this, I'll take maybe all of this paint that is there. Then I will take my, it's here. Take my blue color and I'll make it the darkest green I can. Or the darkest green as per the reference at least. Maybe a little bit darker. Yeah, like this. That is so much better. And now we can start the painting. This is a bit dry, so I'll just add a little bit of water to this, mix it well. And for now I'll keep it flat, except for certain areas. Actually I can just keep it flat all over, it doesn't matter. And don't worry about getting a table dirty, you can clean it easily. Depending on what type of table you have. If you have like the smooth surface over here, then it will be easy to clean. But if you have a wooden table, like pure wood with nothing covering it, then the wood is going to absorb the paint and it's going to remain there. So choose wisely. Okay, over here we have this done. Okay, I can take a slightly lighter color. I don't need to do this right now, but since I already have this paint here, I'm just adding this. Oh, it's not quite visible. Okay, we can add some, we can see some dark colors there, some dark colors here. So see how freely I am, or how loosely I am painting. Wherever I see dark, I'll just put down some marks like that. Yeah, there you go, that's good enough. I'll clean my brush. At least remove most of the paint that is there. Take a bit more yellow, if I have any. Ah, there you go. That's much better. This, oh, see, you can already see it, taking shape or taking form. If that's still too bright, then I can just come here and take a slightly, still too bright, different color. So we have a lot more of the lighter colors towards this area here rather than this area here. And I'll take just this yellow. I'm just dabbing it down in certain areas. That, and then you'll get this very grassy effect. Okay, I think that's plenty for the grass. Now comes the fun part. This is where we switch palettes. What I wanted? The background. So for the background, it is very purplish, bluish, in that color. So I will take a little blue. A little bit of red. Now you don't need too much red. Red is a very strong color, so you don't need too much of that. Okay, I had some white from morning's workshop. Again, that's too much water, so I'll remove any water that is there. Maybe take a bit more white. Where is this? Oh, it's there. So this one is quite a bright painting, so I'll just keep more white than usual out, in case. Okay, I'll keep all this white at the side. Take a little bit of blue. Now see, this is with just a dot of blue. I barely took anything in my brush. Okay. Now see, now you can see how I don't have any red. I will just take, you can see this dot of red that I've taken, and look at how much this color changes. Awkward. Well, since the paint is a lot, it didn't change much, which is a good thing. Okay, I'll take a bit more blue. I want it to be more bluish, but slightly purplish also. Okay, so I'll start with this this color at the bottom. From here onwards, I'll just give this an outline first, so I don't have to worry too much about it later on. And then here I'll just go up and down like this. Now I'm overlapping this green, and I'll show you why in a moment. And I'll take this and spread it. Take a bit more paint. Like this, and now if you look at the grass, you see how it looks like it's sticking out? All I did was just overlap it with very thin lines, and now all of a sudden it looks like it's sticking out. Okay, now in this I will add a bit more blue, and while this paint is still wet, we add a bit of red to this also. Yeah, that's much better. So with just the tip of my brush, I'm going to pull this downwards. Like that. Then I'll continue painting this top area here. So if you have some wet wipes also, that you can easily remove the paint. Oh, I forgot about this part. You know what? Let me see. I should have some color here. Some of the lighter color that I was using. I can pull this upwards. Now take this paint, blend it in there. Same thing here. Okay, so the blue I'm using is Prussian blue, but if you have ultramarine blue, that would work better than this. So I mixed some, so you can use some Prussian blue or ultramarine blue with crimson red. If you want me to repeat that, you can just let me know. Ultramarine blue and crimson red, or Prussian blue and crimson red. If you have cobalt blue also, that also could work. But of course, your end result would be a little different, or the colors you get would be slightly different. Is that too bright? That might be a little too bright. I'll just take my dry brush and then just spread this around in this area where the two colors meet. Yeah, see that over here? If you see, just blend this part a little bit. Now you got this nice gradients. Now if you look at this part also over here, there is some lines, so I will put a little bit of paint and then just spread it around like that. Yeah. And this side also I can try the same thing. There you go. Now we have a nice sky behind us, but there is quite a bit of work to do for the sky, which I will, should I do it now? Should I do it later? Let me see. So inside this also, we will have this color. Because this is a window, like that. Okay. Now for my, I got paint on my fingers. So now for my palette, I'll just clean this color since I'm not going to be using this anymore. Okay. Now I'll take some Prussian blue again, and then some crimson red, and mix it all up. But this is still pretty dark, so I'll just take a little bit of white and mix into it until I get the right color I'm looking for. You see, I'm taking little by little. I'm not taking a lot in one shot. I'm not taking a big scoop and then doing it. On the camera it seems a little dark, but no, this should be good enough. Let me just test it here. Maybe a little lighter. Oh, now see, I took a lot. Now look at how much this changes. I think the paints are, really working against me. Whatever I'm expecting to happen or whatever should normally happen is not happening. Again, that could be because of the difference in brand for the paint. So the white paint I'm using is different as compared to the other colors I'm using, which is why there is quite a bit of variation here. So over here I can add this part here like that for the clouds. So I'm not going to copy it exactly, but I will follow a similar shape. Over there, a little bit to the top, a little bit to the side. And then here also. See, if I want a big stroke down, right, what I will do is, see, now this is thin, but if I press it, see, it's thicker, and if I press and move, it is even thicker, and if I do it lightly again, it is thin. So that way you can get different sized brush strokes. Here, then a little bit this side, a little bit here. Where else do I need this color? A little bit over here as well. After this is not a cloud, but this shade is there for this area here. So I'll just put it down like that. In this corner. So if you have any questions regarding the painting, you can let me know. I'll try to answer it as soon as you ask, or I will try to have the answers to them at least. Okay, now I can add a bit more white to this, but before that, hold on. Okay, so now for those of you who were not there in the morning workshop, let me just quickly show you what we had made. Here, this is what we had painted. I hope you can see it clearly. I'll just put it beside here. Nice. Tooting my own horn at this point. But yeah, this is what we had made in the morning workshop. So in case you missed that, you can go and have a look, hopefully after this workshop. So for now, let's continue with this. Okay, so like I said, I took a bit of white. So now it also depends on the pigment, how strong the pigment is. Pigment meaning the color in this liquid, paste, whatever you want to call it. Now I added a bit of white there. Yeah. Now I can add this to certain areas. Now I know it's not quite visible because of, how much water there is and the reflection and all of that. But once it dries, trust me, you'll be able to see it. So just spread it around like this. Same thing here. A little bit here as well. So you see, I'm not being very stiff with how I paint. I'm not trying to exactly copy the reference that I have. But wherever I see such colors, I will put it down there. So here a little bit, maybe down there, a little bit to the top. Some smaller clouds. So I'll just try tilting it. Yeah. So you can see how much lighter it is. Now when I do it this way, the paint is thick, so it reflects a lot of light and it is still wet. So there you can see a lot more, white light shining onto it. I think this part I can keep it much lighter. Okay, and then I take more white. Sorry about that. Okay, so now I'm adding more white to this. And then I will add this color here, a little bit this side, on top of that, on top of this, and the cloud. So basically wherever I see the color, I'm just very roughly going to put it down in this area, over here. At the bottom of this, a dot over there. Okay, and then finally, for the lightest color, in this, I'll just clean my brush first, because otherwise I would need a lot of white paint to just, lighten up the color. So I'll take this white, mix it up in here, and then take a little bit of this yellow, just a little bit like that, and I will mix it in this. Now this is a little too much, so I will go back, take a little bit of red, because I want it slightly orangey. Now that is starting to look very red, so I will take a bit of blue. So I will take a bit of white here. add a little bit of red. And then a little bit of yellow. Sounded slightly orange, dusky kind of vibe. Oh, hello Anushka. Now let's see if this color is good. Yeah, this seems good enough. Did you just join, or have you... Are you going to ask me what did you miss out on? Were you there for the morning workshop? Over here. So let me tilt this and show you. You can see where I'm applying the color. What did I miss? Well, we are making a lighthouse. We are painting a lighthouse. A bit this side. It becoming darker. Okay. Yeah. So a little bit there. Then you can take a bit of pink in this. Add a bit of white. And then this side over here. You can't really see it, but it will all come together once I add the much brighter colors. Right now I'm just going for the more neutral kind of colors. So they're not too vibrant, but it's not too dark also, but it does exist over there. I'll just paint this part flat here also. Like I said in the morning workshop, trust the process and you will be surprised as to how well it turned out. This there. Okay, now we can go to the much warmer colors. Clean my brush. So what do I mean by warm? I will take my white, put it down here. I'll take around 2 scoops of white. Sounds like some recipe that I'm giving you. Now we'll take 2 scoops of white and add 3 drops of yellow. We'll saute this yellow until we get a perfect color. Now we will add our red to get a nice orange color. Do I sound like a chef? Add a bit of yellow. And I'll take this white over here separately. I know that took a while to mix, but I need to get the color right. Over here I'll add this color to the top, a little bit here, and down this side. I'll just start spreading this color everywhere. Now remember one thing, that no matter how light you make your color, it can never match the painting or the photo that you see on screen. And one of the reasons that being is that we have two types of colors. We have additive colors and we have subtractive colors. So now when I look at this paper, it is a subtractive color. But when you look at this paper through the phone or your TV or laptop, it is an additive color. That is because what you see right now is the screen or the pixels on your screen giving light, making this look much brighter than what it is. Whereas what I am seeing, I need a separate source of light to bounce off of this paper and then reach my eyes. So due to that, depending on the type of paper, the type of paint, the color will start to dim a little bit as compared to what you see on the screen. So that reason, or due to that reason, no matter how bright you try to make your colors, it will not match what you see on screen. Or it won't match the brightness you see on screen. Let me keep it like that. You can have the same color, but you can't match the same brightness unless you add like some glossy varnish or I don't know, something fancy. Like if you look at magazines, you'll see that some of them put like a very glossy layer on top, like very plastic glossy layer on top or over photos or maybe magazine covers. That is because that glossiness makes the picture reflect more light, hence making it look more fresh. So that's how these additive and subtractive colors work. I almost forgot the reason why I started talking about it. But I hope you understand, that aspect. Okay, I'll put this down a little bit here. Now, one of the reasons why I knew that, normally artists, they don't really know this, but the only reason I know that is because I used to teach graphic design as well. So due to that, I got to learn about it. Otherwise, if I didn't teach that, I wouldn't have known about this. So in case you didn't know, that is okay. There was a time where even I wasn't aware of it. Like this, okay. Now we can work on the lighthouse. Okay, so we still have this purple color here, which is what we need. So I'll take this I will start applying it this side and this side. And then take a lighter color. And we'll do the outline. Yeah, like that. And take a bit of blue. Oh, that is a lot of blue. A bit of white also. Paint this middle portion. Like that. And then lastly, this area here. Like that. And the same color you can use for this area. A little bit inside here we can add this. Okay. And then we can finish it off with the red color in this side. So I have my red. I'll put the red color here and mix a little bit of blue in it to darken it. that. And then I can add some white to this. Over there, and then this side here also. Like that. And the same color I'll put in the middle as well. Then take a bit more white, mix it in. I can barely make a difference. Yeah, there you go, that's so much better. And then here we can add some highlight to this. Okay, over there. And then this side. Over here. We try tilting it. There, now you can see it much better. Okay. Clean my brush. Remember, whenever you start painting another color, always clean your brush entirely. Now, I already have put this color down. Maybe that's a little too dark and too watery. I'll take my cloth and I can remove a bit of this like that, and then paint this side much brighter. Yeah, there you go. Just like that. And then over here I can paint this part a little light. Yeah. So there you go. Here we have our painting ready. Lighthouse painting. It's so focused I forgot the name of it. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed this workshop as well. So I will see you all again tomorrow at 11 a.m. in the morning. And for those of you who missed out on our previous session, where we painted this, where we did this painting, you can have a look at it. I will put it in the description, or if it's not there, you can always go and visit our page and go to the live section where you will see all of my videos down there. So until then, take care and thank you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.